This is VOA News. I'm David Byrd. President Donald Trump says the United States is ready to handle whatever level of outbreak of the coronavirus occurs here. Speaking at the White House just minutes ago, the president said the country is prepared for the virus, whether many or only a few people become infected with it.
But we're very, very ready for this, for anything, whether it's going to be a breakout of larger proportions or whether or not we're at that very low level.
The Trump administration had asked for $2.5 billion to fight the virus, a figure that many on Capitol Hill said was too low. The president said that lawmakers can appropriate whatever they want, and the White House will take it.
With respect to the money that's being negotiated, they can do whatever they want. I mean, we'll do the 2.5. We're requesting 2.5. Some Republicans would like us to get 4, and some Democrats would like us to get 8.5.
Trump had said he had spoken with Chinese President Xi Jinping about the way that China is handling its outbreak. The president emphasized that the risk to the American public is, in his words, very low. There's been another mass shooting in the United States with at least 6 people dead at the Molson Coors Brewing campus in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. News reports say the dead include the gunman who committed suicide. Tom Barrett is the mayor of Milwaukee.
There was a horrific shooting that has occurred. We're urging all residents and people in this area to stay away from this area simply because of traffic diversions and things like that.
The shooting occurred at a sprawling complex that includes a mix of corporate offices and brewing facilities. For more on these stories, visit our website. This is VOA News. At least 20 people have been killed in the Indian capital during violent clashes between Hindu and Muslim groups over a new citizenship law. Soraya Ali of Reuters has more.
New Delhi police used tear gas and smoke grenades to disperse stone-throwing crowds. Hospital officials told Reuters they had treated over 200 people since the fighting first intensified on Monday, many suffering severe injuries. Prime Minister Narendra Modi broke his silence on the matter on Wednesday, appealing for peace between Hindus and Muslims. The law, announced by Modi's nationalist government, makes it easier for non-Muslims from neighbouring countries to gain Indian citizenship. It has reignited long-standing tensions between the country's Hindu and minority Muslim groups.
That's Soraya Ali of Reuters reporting. A federal appeals court has sided with the Trump administration's stand on grant money for so-called sanctuary cities. We get more from AP's Ed Donahue.
The ruling by the Second Circuit in Manhattan says the administration can hold back law enforcement grants to force states to cooperate with immigration enforcement. It reverses a lower court's decision ordering the administration to release funding to New York City and 7 states. Federal appeals courts in Chicago, Philadelphia, and San Francisco have ruled against the federal government in similar cases. The Justice Department called the decision a major victory for Americans. The American Civil Liberties Union says this is the government's attempt to bully, cajole, and coerce state and local governments to participate in federal immigration enforcement. Ed Donahue, Washington.
Former world number 1 women's tennis player Maria Sharapova says that she's retiring from professional tennis at the age of 32. AP correspondent Jennifer King has this look at her career.
Maria Sharapova burst onto the scene at 17 when she won Wimbledon in 2004 and gathered 5 Grand Slam titles. With her blonde hair and trademark grunt, Sharapova was as big a star as tennis had, making millions of dollars in sponsorship deals. Sharapova's rivalry with Serena Williams was supposed to be one for the ages, but it became so one-sided it can hardly be called a rivalry, with Sharapova winning just 2 of her 22 battles with Williams. Sharapova suffered a serious shoulder injury in 2008 and was dogged by injuries to her thigh, wrist, and shoulder. She hinted at leaving at the Australian Open in 2019.
You realize that you're not immortal. You're never going to play this for forever.
In an essay written for Vanity Fair and Vogue about her decision to retire, she asked, "How do you leave behind the only life you've ever known?" I'm Jennifer King.
A mixed day on Wall Street as jitters about the coronavirus spread made investors nervous. The Dow Jones Industrials dropped 0.46%. The S&P fell 0.38%, but the Nasdaq gained 0.17%. For more, visit voanews.com. I'm David Byrd, VOA News.